Hello again, and welcome back to exactly the same thing as what happened before, which is just me playing Spelunky by myself, alone in the dark, trying to get a higher score than other people for no good reason. What happened yesterday was I played Spelunky by myself, alone in the dark, and did moderately well. Well, actually, what happened is I stomped all over all my friends, apparently, which is amazing and really the main point of doing this. And came 657th, which sounds quite good for the whole world of all of everyone who is ever out there playing Spelunky. So let's see if we can improve on that with today's daily challenge, where I will once again be talking about a particular topic. This is going to be a bit easier because the topic this time will be Spelunky itself. Yeah. What I've learnt from now having done this last time is that it's actually really hard to talk about anything while playing Spelunky. Hopefully Spelunky itself will be easier. And also I just sound kind of like I'm really confused, which is true. I am very confused when I'm doing these daily challenges. That wasn't what was supposed to happen. I'm trying to set that thing off. There we go. And now I feel safe, even though I could have avoided it anyway. No reason to do that. Okay, onward. Now I've not actually had this version of Spelunky very long at all. I've been playing Spelunky for a long time. I played the original old PC version when that came out in about 2009 or something, and I played it before there were any trees in the jungle level, I think, before there were any... Ooh, let's set these off. No, okay, that didn't work. I think I killed a snake. Before there was any way of sacrificing... I love doing that. Sacrificing people, which, is now a thing you take for granted, but the whole sacrificing temple altar thing didn't used to be in there. So I've seen it evolve and I've seen it change, and it obviously went over to the Xbox, and I was really delighted to see it actually turn into a game that people bought, because I thought Derek Yu did a really good job with Spelunky, and the original version was just a free indie game. Tremendously good game. But the kind of thing where it felt entirely appropriate that someone would earn some money for making it. Can I get... Oh, I can, because I want to get up there. I've just done that wrong. So I was delighted to see it actually released into the wild and earning money, and I was very happy to buy it now on PC, and hopefully some of the money that I used to buy will go to Derek Yu and allow him to, I don't know, buy some pasta or a risotto, or 1/1000th of a motorbike, or whatever he wants to do with his money. That's his own business. Can I get down there? Can I get... let's see if I can get there from below, because that looks like it has some money in it. There's nothing in there. But I've seen it change, and there's a jetpack. Right, the thing is, there are several things that I need to say about Spelunky. It's interesting seeing it in this incarnation, because I don't feel it's any harder or any easier, but I feel it's different. There seems to be a bit less money around, but when you go shopping, stuff is cheaper, so that seems kind of balanced out to me. Yeah, I can get back up there. Okay, that's good. I don't think I can get to the place above me though, but never mind. The controls feel a bit more responsive, which I'm really glad about, because occasionally I had problems jumping and grabbing onto things in the original version, particularly when going in... I can't remember whether it was left or right, but it always worked better in one direction than the other. It's very hard not to grab onto things now when you're falling in the game, to the point that it feels kind of sticky. But the other point I was going to make is it's very common for me to kill the shopkeeper in old-fashioned Spelunky. And it's generally how I succeed and get anywhere, is to kill shopkeepers and take lots of free stuff. and jetpacks in particular are game winners for me. Once I can get one in original Spelunky, then I'm done. Don't want to read all that, just want to see me getting licked by a dog. And now that I've seen that, I don't care about anything else. But shopkeepers behave a bit differently here. A few things are a bit... oh dear. A few things are a bit different. Like spiders seem a bit less aggressive and a bit more predictable. They seemed to be far harder to predict, or far jumpier. There are new monsters, or well, they're not new now, but they're new to me, which are things like the snake and the snail, which is a strange idea for a monster. And oh dear, well that's not good. Another thing is those arrow traps have much less drop in the arrows. They fly faster and they don't drop so much. So you can be out of their trigger range, really want to find the key for that chest. You can be out of the trigger range, but not out of the range where they actually are going to quite badly hurt you. And they're nasty. Bats, very familiar. Spelunky, obviously a game full of real and imagined monsters and bats. Spiders are obviously real creatures, although they're not usually that big. Ah! Scorpions in you. Oh, that was close. Can I... how do I... there we go. Oh, there's the little rope over that. Scorpions in you, and those snakes in you. And also things like keys now hurt you if they hit you in the face. There used to be certain items in the original game that wouldn't hurt you if they bumped into you, like rocks would, but the key wouldn't. Now everything's been made a little more equal. So just about everything hurts you. Just about everything breaks jars now. Jars are incredibly sensitive things. I hate these scorpions, they're horrible. But scorpions, obviously, again, real life monsters that really do exist in the world. I've seen them, they're horrible. Oh, ropes, good. We really needed more of those because we're running low. It's gone quite well so far, isn't it? Disaster is around the corner, surely. Yeah, you see, I just, you know, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I have no focus. Oh, gee, you see? Bats aren't real. They're one of the fictional creatures featured in the game. Bats obviously invented by Bram Stoker for his famous novel, Batman. A lot of people think because it was written because he lived in the Victorian era, people think Bram Stoker was an English Victorian person, but he was actually Irish, which is a condition that still can't be treated. But scientists persist. I'm just going to make enemies by talking if I keep talking. Should probably just play in silence for a while. There we go, that was long enough. Oh, no, put it there. And we got hit in the face by a chest. Obviously the exactly the same thing in New Spelunky as Old Spelunky is the complete... oh, don't fall on spikes, okay, he won't. Is the complete unknowing of when the end will come. And making silly mistakes like that helps you remain unknowing. Another difference is usually when you whipped something like a clay pot, your whip would stay out for a fraction of a second longer, which meant that if there was a monster in the pot, it would actually immediately be killed by your whipping the pot. And that doesn't happen anymore, and I still need to learn that if I whip a pot and something jumps out of it, it's still alive. And that's you know, a very sensible change for them to make. Get out of here. It's not good. I've got 2 hearts left. There we go. Just what's oh, that's nice. All right, let's move on. Let's keep going. The jungle levels feel harder as well. They feel a lot harder, although things like the vines that you can see just below me, I don't tend to die on those anymore. I used to tend to die on those a lot. Ooh, I hate doing that. Frogs are still horrible. That's still a bit horrible too. That's actually faster than it is in the original Spelunky as well, which makes sense. It was a bit too easy to avoid in the old version. Monkeys are also terrible. Oh, I don't want to go near them because I know what they're going to do. Maybe they'll ignore me. maybe just yep, they still do that. They used to do that all the time in old Spelunky, which was very satisfying to watch them do, because monkeys are just such an unknown quantity. They touch you and inevitably throw something or throw you somewhere in a way that's just horrible. Do I have I do have sticky bombs, so what I sometimes try and do is chuck a bomb right below where the shopkeeper is. In old Spelunky, he would fall into the blast and be killed, but the blast radius of bombs is a bit more generous now, so that doesn't happen. So it's not a guaranteed thing. I've only got one bomb left. I'm playing it a bit safe, which really isn't like how I usually play, but I do want to find the market. Another thing from killing all the shopkeepers is that, oh no, well, this isn't good. Oh, this is awful. Get out of here, monkey. Oh no, get, what are you doing? As you get to the market level and all the shopkeepers would be hostile, and it would be wonderful because they drop loads of gear. You know, you'd have all those shops to rummage through and you'd grab everything you could imagine, and that helped you be very successful indeed. But in New Spelunky, because everything's a bit different, I can't be sure that's a good idea. Ow. It's kind of, this is another problem with the darkness, is you're never sure how long the drops are. Things like that are actually incredibly helpful. Even though it's a stabby thing, it is at least creating some light. Look at this, flying money, flying money, flying money. Look how rich I am. I haven't yet reached 100 grand in this game, and I think I'm about to. Bombs. Well, I'm immediately really happy about that. You can see it on my face, if you could see my face, if I had a face. But no, I mean, I think, oh, also they're bloody awful, those guys now. I mean, the piranhas were always a bit nasty, but I mean, they're just, I can't seem to kill them anymore. No, alright, can I jump across the wall? Oh, great. Well, I'm kind of screwed now. Or can I relight a torch? Ah! It's a bat, no, just, it's fine, you can kill bats, you know how to kill them. What I'm going to do, this is an experiment, is see if I can take my torch up here and relight it. You see, I'm still learning things about Spelunky, it's a learning experience. Yeah, that makes sense. What a great idea. Well done, whoever's idea that was, whether it was Derek's or somebody else's. I hate these things. Basically, I hate everything that's in the game. This isn't also is terrible. The thing with the ghost is it enters from the side nearest to you. So if you're next to the exit, then that's where it comes in from. You know, it's going to come in from that side. the great thing is it's incredibly slow and it just makes a beeline towards you, and I am a massive fan of triggering. Oh, no, I need the dog, of triggering the ghost and then avoiding it, except obviously what I did then was I accidentally climbed up the rope. I could view the leaderboard, or I could go and... I don't have any twiglets left to eat in my sadness. Alright, right, that's nice. That makes me feel like a significant person on the planet. So we'll pretend that that's not going to drop as more people play this level. And it's raining, so I'm going to go and I'm not going to go outside because it's raining, and that's the end of this video. I don't know if I said anything interesting about Spelunky. Bye!